Hello, everyone. We're live.
Jason said, "Don't dance."
I never said don't
He
dance.
said, "Don't dance."
I never said that.
I said, "Drop it real low."
Okay. Is there anything you want to discuss before we start the recording?
I think we're good.
Anything you want to say to our loyal Facebook Live listeners?
No,
There's none of them on there yet, but
they're not so loyal. These hoes ain't loyal.
okay. Let's get this thing on the road. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 39 of the Scallionpancake podcast. I'm Jason Ackerman.
And I'm Yvonne Ackerman.
What a week. What
It's so
a
lonely
week.
in here. Where's
I
Alex?
know.
Where's Chrissy? Where are all of our friends?
I know. I'm sorry, everyone, that it's just me and Yvonne this week and our ukulele.
Back to this old shit.
Yeah, it's going to be the same way next week, but then 2 weeks from now we have,
A very special guest.
which we can't announce yet.
No, it's too exciting. It's too major.
I would say it's one step down from the President of the United States.
Yeah, Charlotte food royalty.
Yeah, Charlotte.
I wouldn't
Royalty.
compare her to the President of the United States.
Well, it could be a man or a woman.
It
Let's
could be.
not. It could be a lot of people.
It could be. I just had 53 grams of sugar in some gummy bears, in the form of some gummy bears. So that's my secret podcast weapon. I like to pound a lot of sugar and then, I don't know, is it working? Am I up? I wanna
What's
be
weird
up.
is before we normally record every podcast, you get very down.
I get a little up in my head.
Yeah.
But you'll notice that our guests have also been nervous. They have expressed that. You just don't get nervous ever. That's not your
I get
personality.
nervous, but it's like, when I'm in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, or I'm
Jason,
doing a presentation in front of the president. But anything lower than that, yeah. I
he
can
keeps
get
all of
nervous.
his emotions inside.
Yeah,
So
deep down. Sometimes they come out.
way down deep. Well, I'm glad I get to be with you today since you have so many. Jason has a lot of work trips coming up. So
Yeah.
we've gotten to do some
Work
hang
trips.
times. Yeah,
We all know what
he's
that means.
cheating on me. FYI. It's cool.
Work
I don't
trips.
mind.
Well, let's get anything you want to talk about Miriam at all, or
I mean,
just
Miriam's not back, so there's not a whole lot to say.
She's
I don't know
gone.
if she's ever coming back.
the Raven just
Quaff the Raven, or even nevermore.
quaff the Raven,
Quaff her.
queef the Raven, nevermore.
Don't say that.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's not around. We do have some. So one of our pugs is dying.
Well, let's
We should talk about Frankie.
Frankie. Okay.
Frankie news 3 days ago. Frankie stopped walking. He can't walk.
Nah, he can walk. He's just it's common for pugs to lose their ability to use their back legs. That's a common thing.
Okay, so he can't walk though.
He
I want you to
can.
say he can walk. He can't walk.
I saw him walk. He can't walk well.
It was a quick downhill.
Yvonne literally buried him alive. It's like he's dead. I'm like, he's still living and he's very
I'm trying to. Well, I was out walking him, and all these people keep saying to me like, "Do you know your dog's limping?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's really old." And all these people will be like, "Oh yeah, that's how our dog went. It happened so fast. I bet he's about to go."
Yeah, well, ask me.
I'm
Okay,
like,
I'll be
hurts?
you. You be one of these people.
Okay. Oh, did you know your dog's limping?
What? What? Oh my God, you're right. He's limping. I'm such an idiot. Yes, of course I fucking know my dog's limping.
I should have been like, "Oh my God, I have a dog back there."
Yeah, it's
I
like.
thought I was walking my cat. Yeah. People think I'm like a horrible person because I'm dragging his limping ass around, but I'm like, we live in an urban area. I don't know what to do. He's got to walk a little. Jason wants to get him.
Everyone hashtag limping ass right now. That's gonna get trending.
Jason wants to buy Frankie one of those little wheelie things. So he's
Yeah,
got,
well, they make things for dogs like this where they
it's like
have
a wheelchair.
that has wheels on the back so they can still walk, but Yvonne's not ready for that yet.
It seems like a big step. I'm not gonna lie. It's a big step.
I would say it's 2 big wheels.
Yeah, big wheelie Frankie.
But anyway, let's
Let's get to the food.
let's get to the food.
Well, I had the best dining experience this week, and unfortunately, you were not able to come due to a work commitment.
Yeah.
But I got to go to Upstream, and Upstream, as of May, has a new chef named Gene Cato, Kato, and he's a Charlotte native, and he's been cooking for a while in Chicago. He's a James Beard semifinalist.
Ooh.
And he is freaking awesome. Like, the food that I had at this event, it was the best event I've been to in a long time. The food was, like, the first dish was this silken tofu, just almost like a tofu pudding with some roe on top and this crispy garlic. And the flavors and the textures, so amazing. He even made me like raw tuna, which is, I like raw fish, but tuna is not my favorite. And it came in this little tin.
Jeremy Piven scared you.
Yeah, Jeremy Piven got me off the raw tuna. But yeah, it came in this little tin, almost like, you buy tinned fish. And so the presentation was fun and exciting. And it was just an amazing night. It started with all of that and it ended with green tea semifreddo and a Nutella-filled donut. So, it was good.
So what was the best thing you had there?
Gosh, it's hard to say because it was all so good. His signature dish is called the Rock, where you cook really thin strips of Wagyu beef that's flash marinated, like it's only marinated for like a half an hour before in a ginger sauce, and then you cook it on this hot rock, which I liked that one, but that wasn't my favorite. I actually think my favorite was the first dish, the silken tofu. It was really good. A lot of the people liked, there was an angry crab roll, sort of like a hand roll, so it was wrapped up in seaweed and had like a mayo sauce and crab and mayo and some vegetables. I like that one too, but definitely I'm going to say the tofu. But my favorite dessert course, I did like the green tea semifreddo, but he also had a strawberry ice cream that they served in a soft serve cup, which I thought was really fun. I don't know, it was just exciting. It seemed very Chicago, like it seemed like very big city dining.
Ooh.
So I think Upstream was good before. We've been once. Yeah. I've been twice. You've been once. Unless you've been.
A lot of Charlotte celebrities go there. We saw Ron Rivera there.
Yeah, Ron Rivera with
Pat McCrory
when we went. And then I went with some blog friends last summer just on our own during restaurant.
It's a really good restaurant week.
But before it was more traditional. Like,
it seems like this chef is like kicking it up a notch.
Yeah, it was sort of like American seafood, and now it's it's Japanese seafood, and it's like it was exciting, but it wasn't like seafood, but other things too. And
that's kind of cool that they let him come in and kind of make it his own.
I know, I was actually surprised because it's really very different, and the interior is still the same. It's a lovely place, perfect for date night. There were a lot of couples there. So I think, and I was sad you weren't there because I think you would like it.
Were you?
A lot. I did. I missed you.
Yeah. You had Chrissy Bath, so.
I did. Thank God. I had Chrissy Beth and Katie, and I had my buds there, but.
Your buds.
Katie might have gotten a boyfriend at that dinner. I don't want to speak to it too soon.
She might be taken.
Katie's so cute. She can't even go to a blog event without getting hit on, though.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to go, because it's me and a bunch of women, and if I don't wear my wedding ring and like point to it, it gets like
respect, union, man.
Me too.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say about it.
They're all over.
Me too.
It is. It's dangerous for Jason to go.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like to go there scruffy, smelling bad.
Just I
can't.
You can't
go like my normal self.
Can't dress up. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So I had that, but it was fun. But because you weren't there, it wasn't as fun. But I definitely think that meal was the best meal I had this week. And I know you didn't ask me.
I didn't.
Yet. Like what the
so
best
you would give it 2
PUD
thumbs up?
I think I would give it a Michigan pug.
Oh wow!
I haven't told you this, and
so
how many Charlotte restaurants have a Michigan pug?
0.
Damn. Okay. Well. I like Kindred more than you.
Yeah.
But I don't think Kindred is worthy of a Michigan pug. I don't know. I think I would have to go back one more time because you do never know if at the blog events they're kind of pulling out all the stops, and that's not a typical experience.
Because a Michigan pug is saying it's legit.
Yeah, it's like worldwide cuisine, right? Or it's like worthy of something outside of Charlotte.
Well, this is making me excited. I want to go back.
It was seriously impressive, and it was. I don't know, the presentation was, how I like, kind of the funky presentation things, like starting the fish in the tin and then the soft serve cup. Like, I thought it was like nothing I've seen.
Yeah.
But not gimmicky. You know what I mean? Just really good food, but it didn't take itself too seriously.
Whimsical.
It was whimsical, absolutely. And it was so, I'd like to go back with you and kind of go incognito. So you won't wear your bright pink pug shirt.
Is this not incognito?
It's not super subtle, no.
Okay.
So,
by the way, these are available on Scallionpancake.com.
Yeah, we've had a lot of inquiries, and by a lot...
okay, you got to talk into the mic. Thank you.
By a lot, we mean one.
Yeah. You can buy this on Scallionpancake.com. And like I've told you, this is for our podcast listeners and our Facebook Live listeners. And now, soon we're going to be on YouTube Live and Twitter.
Jason's going to start doing makeup tutorials on YouTube and hair tutorials.
Yep.
And he's going to be like, okay, guys, so just follow me step by step. You want to learn how to do a winged eye. Do you know what that is, Jason? A winged eye?
It sounds something like it would be in Harry Potter. But my point is, if you want a shirt like this, but you don't like the pink and you want a different color, just let me know. We can make that happen.
And really, it's whatever you want. Like, say you want a baseball hat, but you don't see one on the website. You just need to DM us, and Jason will make you a baseball hat.
Yeah, we can, pretty much anything within clothing we can do.
I want a unicorn onesie, but I want it to have a pug on the front. Can you do that?
Made for unicorns?
No, made for me. Only it's got a horn.
Sure.
Okay, I still haven't gotten my pug onesie. Are you working on that?
Well, that's a little bit difficult because it's hard to find a pug onesie.
Well, Frankie's probably going to die in a week, so I need you to get on it.
We need to pick it up.
He wants to be in that when he does.
All right, well,
he wants to be buried in that.
Let's go. Of course he does. Let's go to our controversial meal of the week. So we were invited.
We had a sitch.
So we were invited to Global.
Global Restaurant, which is in Pineville.
And it used to be in Ballantyne. And the owner's name is Bernard. We should remember that. So
Bernard and Shannon.
Yeah, Bernard and Shannon.
I don't remember his last name.
French chefs.
But they've been in Charlotte for 10 years.
Yeah, and I'm going to start out by saying I never heard of it before.
I had heard of it, but it was just in passing. I had not heard anything specific about it.
Yeah.
So
it's in downtown Pineville, which, if you don't know where Pineville is, it's between Charlotte and Fort Mill. It's kind of a small community. Basically, at the end of the light rail, that's Pineville.
I've never been, but I don't really know what it looks like because
it was pouring down rain.
It was pouring down rain and like pitch black at 6:30, and I don't even know where I was or what was happening.
Yeah.
I was a little. I broke our not late streak.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. So
I know Jason was on time. He represented for the better behaved half of Scallionpancake. But
yeah.
I was only 20 minutes late. I'm talking into it, Jason.
I know, but you're going like this.
Am I doing a wavy?
Yeah, you're doing a wavy.
Ooh. So I was a little late.
Her headphones aren't working. That's why she can't tell.
I can't tell. So I came late, and also I came very wet. I was soaking wet, and it was a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I walked up to the table, and you guys were all like, "Hey," and I was like very frazzled. And then my jacket was really wet, and I didn't know where to put it or what to do with it, and no one gave any guidance, so I just put it on the ground.
And then I put it in the closet for you.
Yeah, the waitress looked at me like, "What the fuck do you want?"
And she immediately poured a whole.
Yeah, she looked at my jacket. Like I was like kind of like looking at her like, "Oh, what do I do with this wet jacket?" And she just continued to look at me like, "I don't know, lady, figure it out." And so Jason went to go find a closet and hang up my jacket. And then she came around to serve us cocktails, and she spilled one all over me.
Yeah.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
We don't know. No, I'm just kidding. It was.
Okay, well, let's talk about the food.
Having a bad night.
Let's talk about the food, and then we can kind of circle back on the concept.
Okay. I was still talking about the cocktail.
Yeah.
But, yeah, let's talk about the food.
So.
I smelled like lemons from the limoncello.
So what did you think?
I'd like you to go first.
I thought the food was very good. There were some exceptional dishes. He made a lamb belly and eggplant dish.
2 different ways.
Yeah.
2 different purees.
And that was breaking news, best thing I ate this week.
As they say in La France.
Just had really cool stuff.
I've never had lamb belly.
Yeah, it was. I love lamb. he called himself a Lambaholic, the chef, and I think I'm a Lambaholic too. I think that's a
well,
very good way to say it. Yeah. Say we are kindred spirits.
Yeah.
I thought all the meats were cooked very well. The only dish I didn't really like was the first one, the tuna. I didn't think the tuna was that good. But
the tuna was not super fresh.
But we had a fish dish. We had a steak that was made with a Mexican chili ketchup that was delicious. I thought the food was great.
We had a fried squash blossom.
Yeah.
It was in a pretty heavy batter, and it was filled with a red pepper cream cheese.
Yeah.
It was really good. I like that. That was probably my favorite thing. I thought that the steak course that we had was a little under-seasoned, and it wasn't overcooked. It was cooked the right amount, but the cut of the steak was a little
it wasn't seasoned
tendery,
right. It wasn't seasoned
too.
right.
It was kind of like not gristle, but it was just like kind of not the best cut of meat in my opinion. But I liked everything that we had. I thought it was good. They're trying to get more people.
Do you want to go back?
To come out there to Pineville. Well, here's the thing. So I think that like a big thing of what we discussed that night was that it's off the beaten path and people don't want to go to Pineville. And, you know, the thing about us, you know, is that not only will we drive for good food, we fly places for it.
Here's the problem with Global.
So I'm not afraid of where it is.
No.
So why are you wearing your wedding ring on your pinky like the Godfather?
Because you tend to mean to take my hands ring. Because my hands swell.
Is it from because you ate the taquito?
Yes, because I had the taquito. I'm sorry.
He doesn't like to pod until he has 2 taquitos.
Here's the thing with Global. The food's really good, but you just can't survive on just the food being really good. You have to have some sort of marketing plan, and their marketing plan is our food is good and it will attract people, and that's just not going to work in Pineville. It could work if they were uptown or if they were in South End or one of those places. If I were them, I mean, first of all, Global is a terrible name. It just, like I told you the other night, it sounds like sweet, and it should be a club in the epicenter.
Yeah, Jason thinks it sounds like a club. I think it sounds like a staffing company, like a temp agency.
Yeah.
Global Staffing Solutions.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Global doesn't mean anything.
And of course, we understand that they're saying that their cuisine is global, and that Bernard the chef is French.
Cuisine, that's not what he was going for, though. He was going
like French American.
Well, I think his whole thing was, I want to cook what I want to cook and what I feel like cooking, which is awesome. I loved his concept. I loved all the food, but like when I hear Global, that doesn't mean anything to me as far as cuisine. Like Global is not a cuisine.
It's just not a good name for a restaurant.
So
I mean, even just his name.
Well, I was thinking they should call it his son's name, Xavier.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great name. Just rebrand. They're like Instagram handles all. It's like the Global Restaurant Pineville America. It's like 100 letters. It's hard to find.
They definitely need a rebrand as far as
And they just need a little.
As far as the logo. And
they just have to. They don't need to pay like
nothing
crazy. They just. It needs to look like one of the places that are really good in Charlotte, like a Haberdish or a Kindred or.
It needs to look a little bit more updated and modern. It looks a little bit dated.
Because the brand doesn't reflect.
Yes, I would think that it was an old school kind of stuffy place, and that's not what it is at all.
No.
Like it's got some exciting stuff.
When you walked in, it felt
laid
like
back but upscale.
Yeah,
it's a good place for a date night. We were downstairs, so downstairs they do have
more casual.
It's casual, so they've got a bar bites menu, and they have a grass-fed burger and chicken wings and things that are more accessible to people who are just maybe in Pineville for the day and walking in off the street. And they have their fancier white tablecloth is upstairs, so we did not get a chance to see that. But we were eating food.
And they have music there a couple nights a week. Like they have a bar menu. Like it's all good. They just need a little help with the marketing. Yeah. Basically a complete rechange of everything.
Yeah. But you were saying would we go there? Like for me, the drive doesn't deter. I mean, we drive to go to Ritz Custard to go 45 minutes.
Yeah, I would definitely go back, and we will go back.
It was good.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
I don't think I liked it quite as much as you did. It didn't blow me away. I wasn't offended by anything, and I was not truly wowed.
Yeah,
I mean that's just 100% honest.
I thought the only wow thing was the lamb for me, and a couple of accoutrements. that they put.
Yeah, some of the sauces.
Yeah,
Like
I thought they had
ketchup.
some wow stuff. I just think that the vibe in there, and if they rebranded, it would have a feeling that would make it better. They need to work on the feeling.
You know what did wow me? So Shannon, so it's his wife, Shannon. So they own it together, the husband and wife team. And Bernard is the chef, and Shannon does front of house, and she also runs the cocktail program and develops all of the cocktail items. And we got this little trio of mini cocktails, like a flight, and we were telling them we thought they should actually offer that on the menu because how cool! More places
flight
should
and
do
cocktails is so
cocktail
smart.
flights. Like it's such a good idea. So we had one that was limoncello, and one that was made with gin and cherries, and the other one was a strawberry margarita. And the strawberry margarita and the cherry gin drink really wowed me. So I will say that, like on the cocktail side, I could have had a bunch more of those. In fact, Jason didn't drink his, so I did have 4. 4 cocktails.
Yeah, I think more restaurants should do cocktail flights. I've actually never thought about it before that night, but that's a really smart idea.
Really smart idea. So the cocktails wowed me, and I really enjoyed. I thought that they had great hospitality.
We had good company.
Bernard and Shannon were wonderful. We had great company. It felt very nice in there, and it was.
Yeah, he had a great attitude. I thought, like when he brought out all the stuff, he was very funny, and you could tell that they really.
They care.
They care so much about their stuff, and they just need a little bit of marketing help, I would say.
Yeah, I think that would be good. And also, I'd like to try the Bar Bites menu. I'd like to try their more casual.
Yeah, because the problem is too with Pineville is like the local people in Pineville, like it's got to be a destination place. Which definitely works because Kindred is a destination place.
Everybody was saying that. I don't really think I agree. Like people
place.
in Pineville aren't necessarily afraid of good food.
No, I don't think they're afraid of good food, but I think for the upscale part of the restaurant, which is kind of the menu we tried, it has to be like, a special occasion. The Bar Bites kind of solves that because they can go in there and get a hamburger.
And the price point was great on that. A lot of those items were under $10.
So I think that was a very smart move for them to do that.
But yeah, I'd like to try it or go there on a night when they have live music. So it was a good night. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
It was a long night.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, once we get past 10 on a weeknight, that's like
we were 2 pumpkins driving home in separate cars.
Yeah, exactly. I turned into a pumpkin and caused a 14-car accident at 77.
So we didn't eat anywhere on Friday because we were too tired.
And then last night
we went to Roussan's.
Which we hadn't been to. When's the last time we went to Roussan's?
It's been a long time. It's been several months. And so Roussan's, we've noticed, is a controversial
And we went with our friends,
spot.
Daniela and Jonathan.
Yes, we did.
It is a controversial spot. People either love it or hate it.
Yeah. And a lot of people want to talk about the buffet.
Listen, why would you ever go to a sushi buffet? Like, why would you ever do that?
Yeah.
There's no way you could make a sushi buffet of quality.
Well, and here's one of the reasons why I think
impossible.
aside from the buffet, why I think it's controversial. The service can be so terrible. It can be great. There's like a few, but there's only a few servers there who are great. They have a lot of turnover with their wait staff, and so, and there are a few people who are terrible who they've had for ages. So you just see them walking over to your table, and you're like, God no, please turn around. But so I think that's probably one of the reasons why people are mixed on it, because if you go there and give service like that,
you
might
last
not be as
night
appreciative of the cheap sushi.
We ordered our drinks and no one came to us for 20 minutes to order anything else. And there was nobody in the restaurant. We went
it wasn't crowded. There were a bunch of open tables. Our waitress just sort of abandoned us.
Yeah, so that was...
there's always a controversy at Roussan's, and we'd love to have you weigh in. So we love to get the fried rice ball. So it's shaped like a triangle if you've had it.
If you haven't gone there and got the fried rice ball, you have to go try it.
So you get 2 sauce options on that. You can either get a teriyaki sauce or you can get a curry sauce.
Yeah,
and Jason and I are team curry, and our dining companions are team teriyaki. And so usually we have
it's actually named after Steph Curry.
I wish. Jason's so excited for this game 2 tonight.
Yeah. You were very confused that there were more than one game for the finals.
I'm like, what's going on? Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
That's how much Jason liked Global, because that was game 1, right?
Yeah, but luckily I got home in time for the fourth quarter, which is when all the magic happened.
Yeah, because it's on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
So,
West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah. Oakland, raise
but
up.
he was so patient. So that's how you know he liked the restaurant. Because if he didn't like Global, he would have been crying for missing the first 3 quarters.
I mean, crying's a strong word.
cry
I
over
would say
sports.
bawling.
Yeah, right. Yeah, bawling. Ball so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you get the rice ball at Roussan's, we want to know if you like teriyaki or curry.
Yeah.
Oh, I just put my nose on the mic. That
felt
nice. Soft.
Whatever. Yeah. And what's great about Roussan's is they literally have their menu is the size of the Bible.
Yeah,
not just the Jewish Bible.
No,
like
the new.
It's this Old Testament, New Testament.
Old and new.
Like they have so many rolls. And then not only do they have a regular normal menu, then they have a special menu on top of that.
And they're always changing the special menu.
And
like last night we had what was it called again?
We had the trouble roll?
Yeah, the troublemaker.
Troublemaker, yeah, that was really good.
That was delicious.
And they have, not only do they have, so we normally only get the sushi. Jonathan wanted to try the wings last night.
Well, because we were talking about how they have an appetizer menu that's like 30 items long, and we've only ever gotten the rice ball. So we were like, let's venture out. And Jonathan wanted to try these chicken wings.
And the wings are pretty good.
The waitress was hilarious. And we were like, yeah, we just thought, why not?
It's a sushi restaurant.
Wings. And she was like, yeah, I have no idea why those are on the menu. Like, they should take those off. This is a sushi restaurant. And then she just walked away. And that's legit.
And then we never saw her
last
again.
time we saw her because she abandoned our table.
Do you think she quit because she was like, this is not right?
She was sickened by us disgusting.
It was
Americans
immoral.
It
was immoral.
Yeah, it was like a protest.
Yeah.
Seriously, she didn't bring her sushi. She didn't bring the check. Like, she was done. She was like,
she was out of
she threw shade about the chicken wings, and then she flounced on out. So,
yeah.
Bye, girl, bye.
Bye, girl, bye.
So, yeah, they liked the chicken wings. I did not partake, but they said that they tasted like KFC chicken wings.
Yeah.
Do you like when I hold the mic like this, like I'm about to start singing Happy Birthday, Mr. President?
No, I just want you to talk into the
mic.
mic. You got to put your mouth up to the mic.
I know, but I don't want it to sound muffled.
I wish this pen was a Bic, if you will.
I wish this pen was a Bic.
By the way, you should go to Lebowski's trivia on Tuesday. We're
going to
start
tell
going
them
back
to go back. We can hardly get a table as it is.
I'm sorry, yeah, don't go.
You can call Lebowski's at 11 a.m. when they open on Tuesday, and they will already be booked for Tuesday night trivia.
Yeah.
You really need to call on Monday or the week before to book your spot.
Yeah, it's good. I will say...
And we've won before.
Okay,
I can't tell you our team name because it's inappropriate, and also I don't want you to sit with us.
So a couple of roles that I recommend.
Okay.
So Green Dragon is always a must.
Not the green turtle.
Do not get the green turtle. That one's not good.
Roussan's has a green dragon and a green turtle, and I swear to God you'll regret it if
just
you get
remember, what would you want to ride on into the sunset?
Yeah, not a turtle. You won't get there fast.
Yeah, get on that dragon, girl.
Ride that dragon into the sunset.
So that's always, I always go for that.
So green dragon is shrimp tempura, avocado.
And they heat it up a little bit in the middle.
It's a little bit warm, and then it's rolled in seaweed and rice, and then it's rolled again in avocado.
Yeah.
It's legit.
I like that. I've been a really big fan of the Chipotle roll recently.
Yeah, tell us what's in that.
I don't remember, but it's good. It has I think it's salmon, avocado, and then a little bit of
Are you
Chipotle.
TSA pre-check?
I am TSA pre-check now. Thanks for
That's
asking.
something like I could just tell it was something in your swagger today. I'm like,
Thank
that's
you.
a man who got approved for TSA pre-check this year.
They're not a sponsor, so.
Could be.
It could be, for sure.
We have a very exciting sponsor opportunity coming up soon.
Well, we got our first sponsor, but it's not starting for 2 weeks.
We're not going to tell you
It's
yet.
a good one.
It's too
It's
exciting.
a good one.
We're not going to release it yet. All right, but what were you saying? What's
Okay,
in it?
I think the it was Chipotle.
Okay.
The other one I like is.
Wait, what's in it?
You weren't listening. I literally just said it. It was salmon avocado with a Chipotle spread,
Yum.
which is very good.
Yeah.
You know which one I really liked
Do tell.
last night
Mm-hmm.
was it the Titanic roll? No, it was the Godzilla roll.
Godzilla.
And it was a big one, and it had like
It was
cheese,
a visual for Facebook
jalapeno
people.
cheese. It looked like a little egg on top, but it was
this big.
cheese.
It had
That was a
melted
surprisingly good roll. Basically, you can't go wrong there. Like it's good sushi. Like, is it super high end, top end? No, but each roll is $7 to $8.
I think people think that it's not fresh because it's cheap, but honestly, it's never tasted anything other than fresh to me.
Yeah, and
I've never gotten
we
sick.
went to New Zealand Cafe
felt like
a
it
couple
didn't
months
taste
ago. Not good compared to Roussan's.
Would never drive back there.
Yeah.
I would never. It was a horrible experience.
Yeah, so for like middle of the road sushi, like something you could go to once a week, like we spent $30 per couple last night, and we got 5 rolls, 2 teriyaki balls, a thing of sake, and chicken wings.
Although we always have the issue with sushi, we don't ever know how much to order. So everybody kind of left last night a little bit hungry. We only had 5 rolls for the 4 of us.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for me or John.
I always get nervous whenever I eat sushi with boys because they eat it so fast.
I'm a man. I've had my bar mitzvah. Thank you.
Seriously, like I'll have 2 rolls and they will have already eaten like
you better hustle yourself up.
You know, I will have eaten 2 pieces and they will have already eaten 2 rolls, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, we like Roussan's. We don't understand the hate. But that's okay. Don't go to Roussan's because the line can get too long anyway.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
Just like I don't want you to go to Lebowski's for trivia. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. And if you've only tried it for the buffet, you need to go back and try it for dinner because it's night and day. It's night and day.
Night and day. Love you, Big Tuna.
Are you high?
No.
All right, let's
you ready?
Let's do a little Charlotte news.
It is a little bit of Charlotte news.
Yeah.
Oh, Chrissy Beth texted. What do you think she wants?
Let's not.
That little gypsy. All right. Okay, hold on.
Well.
Oh, that text is not safe.
That coffee shop opened up in.
Yeah, Undercurrent Coffee.
It looks so good.
I'm so sad that we haven't been there yet. A lot of people. Oh, you know what? This is kind of some Charlotte news. So they're out of Oatly oat milk, and so is everywhere because there's a shortage of it.
There's a run on oat milk.
Because people like it so much. American restaurant, and it's based overseas. It's actually based. I think it's in Denmark, or it's out of Switzerland or something. It's somewhere.
Europe has perfected how to milk an oat.
Yeah, they just over there all day, just milking. Visual for Facebook, milking the oats. So yeah, there's a run on it. You can't get oat milk.
Can you get up and dance like you did before? Dance for
drop it low, drop. Maybe later, like maybe at the end of the video. But yeah, I did a little jazzy.
It was beautiful.
But yeah, I really want to try Undercurrent Coffee. Apparently there was a line out the door on Saturday morning. So they're doing well so far.
Good. All right, what's the rest of Charlotte news?
Okay, so we have something that, along with Chrissy Beth, we are terming Purvis news. Ooh. Which means it's coming to us courtesy of Kathleen Purvis, who broke it on the Observer.
Big fan of the pod.
Kathleen Purvis is?
Well, I should say great friend of the pod.
Is she?
Well,
I don't think she
is
knows
to me.
that.
I'm a friend.
Yeah, she's a friend in our head. Yeah. That's what we'll call it. So Purvis News, she broke that Queen and Glass will be a new cocktail restaurant, or cocktail bar, rather, opening in Dilworth with Bob Peters, the mastermind behind, what's it called up on top of the Ritz? Yeah, the Punch Room. And he left last month, and now he's doing his own venture, and it should be amazing, and I'm excited. Yeah. The man makes good cocktails. Mm-hmm. So that's your Purvis News, and that's going to be next to the People's Market in Dilworth. So in that same shopping center, there's a little alcove.
Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want. We do need to go back to the People's Market. I know we've talked about that, but yeah, people say it's really good, and we didn't give it a fair shake. We only went once.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. All right, and then the other news is that Lumiere is closing, which is a French restaurant in Myers Park off of Providence.
Been there a while.
It's at Providence and Providence.
Yeah.
Which, when I was new to Charlotte, those things upset me, but now I just accept them.
Yeah, imagine growing up in Charlotte and not having Google.
Like Providence and Providence.
And trying to explain
to
people.
The street that I worked off of it was 3 different streets, like within like 2 miles.
Tabbola turns into Woodlawn, which turns into Sardis or whatever.
It's ridiculous. So it's at Providence and Providence, and they're closing, and I did not realize that Lumiere was owned by the same people who owned the Liberty. Ooh, so it's very interesting. I love the Liberty. Yeah, but they closed. Remember, that was Charlotte News a few weeks ago.
The Liberty closed?
If you were paying attention. Yeah, that was on my Charlotte News.
Shut up. Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. Maybe I skipped saying it on Charlotte News. Did I not say it?
I don't think you said that.
So they closed very unexpectedly. Like they were open one day, and then the next day they were closed.
I love the Liberty. Rest in peace.
And there was some dramas about it. Apparently something, I don't know. And then he closed this week. So that's like, it's like less than a
Sounds
month
like some
apart.
back taxes
So,
issues.
yeah, there's something very weird going
That's
on.
a
And
secret.
we've never been to Lumiere, but we heard it was really good. So I wanted to try it. Actually, the head trainer at my gym said he liked it there.
That's good.
Shout out to
your
John.
dojo.
But yeah, so Lumiere closed. That's really all I have. It's a short week. It's a little week.
It was Memorial Day on Monday.
Yeah.
What's the best thing you ate this week?
Oh.
You don't have to raise your hand. I can see you. You're the only
Pick
person
me.
else on the pod.
Me first.
Yeah, what's your best thing you ate
Yes,
this week?
sir. Yes, Mr. Ackerman. I'm actually going to say the strawberry sorbet dessert from Upstream. So it was a strawberry sorbet with a strawberry jelly, freeze-dried strawberries, and a strawberry puree, all on top of it's like an icy gelato.
It sounds a lot like the raspberry dessert at Zeppelin.
Yes, it was, because it had like different textures and it was like kind of an icy thing, and I did like the savory items there, but that was my favorite thing that I had this week. Unfortunately for Katie of Katie Eats CLT, we had to share that one. It was one dessert for two people, and I'm sorry, Katie, that I let you have like a bite of it. I dominated.
Sorry,
that
Katie.
dessert. Sorry, Katie.
I don't know you, but I know how you feel.
Yeah, he's gonna meet you soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Soonish.
What's the best thing you ate this weekend?
Like I had already mentioned, it's the lamb belly and eggplant 2 ways from Global.
Because you're a Lambaholic.
I am a Lambaholic, but it was, you know what I really like? I really like pork belly, and it had the consistency of pork belly, but with the gamey lamb flavor. And is there anything better than that gamey lamb flavor? My Lambaholics out there, you know what I'm talking about.
You know who else likes?
What's your favorite type of meat?
I know you asked Alex last week, and lamb's her second favorite.
Yeah, I didn't ask you.
No, you didn't. You know my favorite type.
Oh yeah, you did. You said tomahawk steak.
No, that's what she said.
Whatever. That is what you said.
No, my favorite is a filet mignon.
Yeah.
That's the only steak I like, which is probably why I wasn't as crazy about the steak at Global, because it was like a sirloin or a strip steak or something.
Yeah.
Only the best for me.
That's Yvonne's tagline. Only the best.
Simply the best, but your favorite is lamb.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Faux show.
Chicken's way at the bottom, I'll tell you that.
You know what though? Sometimes chicken can be.
An unexpected delight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Another kind of chicken I do like, a whole roasted chicken. My mom used to call that big shiki. My house.
Great friend of the pod.
Growing up, my mom would be like, I'm making a big shiki, and I'd be like, oh yeah.
Shiki or chicky?
She'd say shiki, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's chicky, but maybe she had a list.
I think my favorite, I really like a good barbecue brisket. Like that might be my favorite meat.
Brisket's great Jew food too.
Great. I prefer the barbecue brisket better than the Jewish brisket type, although similar, but like Franklin's barbecue, or Joe's Kansas City barbecue, their brisket. Oh yeah.
Likes it. I'd like to give a shout out to my dad, who started watching the podcast.
He might be watching
now
right
that it's
now.
on Facebook Live, he's watching it, and before
He couldn't be bothered.
he was the #1 fan of the blog and the Instagram, but he said he couldn't get on board with the podcast because
He understands Facebook.
know how to listen to it. But he's great with Facebook, and he's listening and watching now. Hi,
Yeah.
Pop.
Hi, Papa.
Love you.
Papa.
Papa.
All right. So next week's pod we have already recorded because I will be in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So in the future, you're going to be listening to us in the past.
Yeah. And then we're back in
Yeah.
2 weeks with a very special guest.
Very special. You do not want to miss this one. We're also going to announce our very exciting sponsorship.
You know what you should do?
What should I
we
do?
didn't plan this, but you should have announced the winner of our last.
Yeah, for the crepe seller.
You should have announced it on the.
Yeah, so crepe seller, you only have like about an hour or two after this comes out, but we're announcing that at 9.
So you still have time to enter.
We had a
Go
big
on our
week of
Instagram.
giveaways. People won like Scallionpancake cookies from Suarez. We gave away 2 Anizio gift cards. It was a huge week, and so we still have our biggest giveaway yet, which is a $50 gift card to the crepe seller.
Yeah,
And
so
then,
you can still go on the Instagram, go to Scallionpancake, and like it. And don't forget to tag at the Charlotte Gal on there, and you get entered twice.
You get your double entries. And what's the blog post that I?
You know what? We should do a special.
Oh, the daily.
Okay, if you also hashtag Frankie is dying in the next 2 hours, we'll quadruple your entries. Hashtag Frankie is dying.
Thanks for asking how I felt about that. I'm the one who tallies the entries. You think I want to copy paste Frankie is dying on my spreadsheet? Thanks a lot.
You're gonna have to do it for the next 2 hours. So when you're tallying up a podcast contest winner and you're thinking about doing something else you'd rather be doing, what should you do?
You should like and review us on iTunes. You should watch our Facebook Live.
Yes, so for those of you on Facebook Live right now, we're going to start doing a special thing for Facebook Live. After we record the pod, we're going to take questions from Facebook Live. We haven't quite figured out how to do that because it's far away from us and I can't see it. So come on Facebook Live. Make sure you like our Facebook page. It's at Scallionpancake blog because someone else has at Scallionpancake who hasn't posted on Facebook in 3 years and I can't get a hold of her. What an a-hole.
Have you been trying to contact her?
Yeah, I'm like, can I have that Scallionpancake?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I'm always looking for stuff like that.
God, you're so busy.
I'm posting these on YouTube too, so we're going to be, I bought a fancy camera so we can be in 4K. So next time you see us on Facebook Live, we'll be in 4K, streaming on Twitter, Facebook Live, and YouTube all at the same time. So however you prefer to see this pancake, you can see the pancake going forward.
Are you done talking?
Should I be?
I'm done listening.
Okay. Anything else you want to say to our lovely people?
Yeah, I'm going to miss you this week when you're gone.
So you're talking about me, or you're talking about them?
No, I don't have anything else to say to them. Love you.
All right, everyone have a great week, and we'll be back next week, and we'll be talking about San Francisco, our trip to Atelier Cren and Al's Place, and a couple other San Francisco favorites.
Holla.
Holla at your boy.
Dance, yeah. That's from
You are
Details.
weird. You are weird. Let's see if we have any Facebook Live comments for the people. Let's see. Global reminds me of One World. Nope.
What?
Poor little Frank. Too soon.
Oh.
We just have comments. All right, we're ending this. We're not out.